3-1 to Montana State. We're joined by Cougars head coach Leah Johnson. And Coach, tell me what you saw there. You come back, you win set number 2, and sometimes I think that break can be a little bit ill-timed because you had a little momentum, didn't you?
Right, and you know we were very consistent in set 2, more than we'd been the rest of the match. Obviously, just had. We gave up fewer runs and we pushed for more. And then you take the break and you come out with a few things that you want to do well. And then when you start the match that slow, there was really no coming back out of that. But I was really proud of the team for how they recognized the process, that the game wasn't over just in that set in set 3. They still had to win set 4. And as you can tell, we battled every single point in set 4. And Montana State's a good team, doing a nice job defensively, running a very fast offense. So they challenged us in a lot of ways, and I give them a lot of credit.
They're tall. How did their height come into play today, Montana State?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they were a force of the net. I think they had, 12 blocks? Is that right?
Yep.
To our 8. And I think, late in the game, as you get more and more fatigued, we started pulling the ball down into them. Early in the game, particularly in set 1 and 2, we did a nice job of keeping the ball high, forcing them to have to work at their block. We made it a little bit easier on them later in the game.
But one of the things that we talked about, too, and you just kind of touched on it there, but you've got to vary things, don't you? It can't just be the, rear back and hit it every single time. And I saw, particularly at one point, Corey Harris just tap one right into space in the middle there. And so you've got to do some different things.
Yeah, the variety was something we were looking for, and we had it from time to time. And then we became predictable again. I thought we did a nice job of staying in system. I thought we passed the ball very well with the exception of set 3. And that allowed us to be diverse and move the ball around. However, we weren't scoring. And that's because we were taking the same swing each time we got the ball.
You took, I think it was your final timeout, and you took probably 30 to 40 seconds just with your coaches. You let your team kind of sit back and get the rest and take a breath. But what was your feeling, or what was your thought allowing them to have those first 30, 40 seconds?
Knowing my team at this point, we've got great leadership, and they do a nice job of understanding what needs to happen. Whether they're executing or not, that's a different story. So I know their conversation sometimes is going to be just as useful as ours. And I could hear, even on the side, seniors stepping up talking, our starting libero talking about what needs to happen defensively, how we need to maintain being the aggressors. And so I felt comfortable. I trust them completely, and I trust them tomorrow. We're very excited about tomorrow's matches, and that's something they're already talking about. Build from here. Let's recognize our weaknesses. Let's move on our strengths, and let's continue competing through the tournament.
Second Rona year, you start the season at home with a tournament. Nice crowd on hand tonight. How much momentum and how much of a push does that give you starting the season?
Oh, I think it's fantastic. Obviously we didn't get the outcome we wanted, but I love the support, and I thought our team put on a good demonstration of volleyball. I thought it was a very fun match. I can definitely see the improvements from the spring training through the summer, and now we're more physical. We're playing a faster style of volleyball, and I think that's fun. I think that's going to help us down the road. So I feel very encouraged.
Finally, for you, it's a quick turnaround. You come right back at it and do it again tomorrow at noon.
Yeah, we take on a very, very good team in Santa Clara, and they're going to play similarly, but they've got a veteran coach. They've got a veteran program that's been very established with success. So they're going to push us in a different kind of way. They're going to stay cool, calm, and collected the whole time too, and battle. And I like that. I think we're ready for that. Regardless of the outcome here, we're excited to continue to compete. We're hungry.
Full day of volleyball tomorrow. Thanks
Absolutely.
for joining us.
Thank you. We appreciate it, and go Cougars.
That's Cougars head coach Leah Johnson. We're back after